What's that? NXT just went off the air, and now the NXT crew is about to give you a review show. Ha! Unpopular review. NXT, the award-winning duo of Bad Guy Jack and Captain Shay Sawyer. Let's get to it. After, where is this thing? We think we'd be more. Intro. I swear the intro don't give us enough time to prep, and it just goes by so fast. But everybody, anyway, hey everybody, welcome to Unpopular Review, the NXT edition of Unpopular Review. We're the NXT duo, Bad Guy Jack, Captain Shay Sawyer. Captain, how are you?
I would have been better if it wasn't for that low vibrational ass NXT crowd. The whole night. I'm not even talking about one night. The whole night.
Wow. Well, I already prepared. I'm prepped to hear you yell tonight.
And you will hear it?
I know I will. Let me just put my phone over there. Wow, you're upset about that. I have other reasons to be upset, but whatever it is. Let's open up. First off, what did you think about NXT? Beside the crowd, what did you think about NXT show tonight?
It's a really good show. I really, really enjoyed this show. There was just so much that went on, and I was shocked. There was a few swerves that I didn't even not. Please, I swear I went to school. I didn't even think would happen, honestly.
This show was fun. So tonight, a lot of times when we do the show, we try to get notes, but I feel like I took so much notes and I was more onto the show. I thought tonight was a really, really fun show. Thank you. That's how you start the show, right?
Hi, George.
What's going on, Georgie? George. That's not even an empire. Come on,
oh my god, here comes the heat again.
Yeah, no, it's here comes the pain.
Joe.
Crazy Joe. A diesel to my Bret Hart. Hi. Big Joseph. Yeah, the show was fun tonight, but why don't we jump into it? NXT, in case you guys didn't know, it's Valentine's Day. It wasn't a lot. There was some love in the air. We're gonna talk about this. Oh, wait till we talk about him. But there was love in the air. Why don't we jump up with this? Because it's Valentine's Day, right? It's a day of love, or a day of, you're spending a lot of money. Or in some people, it's a day at the pub. But Jensen, I want to open up with Jensen. We could go into the opening match and we'll get into that. But let's talk about Jensen. Jensen, he's going on his very first date. He's nervous. He's sweating. His hair is curling up, unless his hair has always been naturally curly. I don't know. I don't pay attention to man's hair, but I did tonight. And he's just...
His hair has always been curly.
All right. Save that yelling for the NXT crowd, not me. I'm just here to review the show. Please don't do that. I mean, you might be wearing the Bret Hart pink, but that don't mean you're going to get away with all this yelling at me.
I will.
This is true. So, Jensen is nervous. I had to make sure, because I put Brooks, not realizing that's his name. But Brooks says, come on, man, what you worried about? You never hit the home run. I'm sitting there saying, why are they talking about baseball? Until he says, no, I've never been on a date before, man. So now Briggs tries to help him out. He tries to tell him the 90-10 rule. So he says, what the hell is that? Because Jensen's never been on a date.
I never heard that rule.
I never heard of the rules at all, and I read them all. and they try to do the 90-10, and then he said, I come 10, you come 90, or something like that. I feel like this is a
Happy Valentine's Day.
What's going on, Jeffrey? I feel like this was a Hitchcock. What's it called? Hitchcock. Will Smith. I'm sorry. I'm messing up already. Hancock. Yeah. No, not with the superhero.
You said Will Smith. What is it?
He's done other movies. Has he not done other movies?
He's literally yelling, and we've only are 4 minutes into this show, so that's interesting.
Listen, I have a lot of reasons to yell.
Not too much.
But no, the one when he was dating, the dating movie.
Hitch.
Well, Hitch. Yeah, there we go. Hitch. I feel like that was a Hitch joke. Thank you, because you said Hancock, and I was
saying say thank you to me. You were yelling. What were you saying?
I'm sorry, but I feel like this was a Hitch joke, because it was that 90-20, and I remember that in the movie, so I was assuming that's where that came from. And it looked like they were getting ready to kiss, to which Henley comes in and said, "What the hell's going on?" I guess she was jealous about Jensen getting all the action, and yeah, to go on a
I'm
date.
so sick of it.
Yeah, I'm tired of Henley. I almost messed up her whole name, but I'm tired of her. She's done too much. We're gonna get more into it. Wow, I think Kiana James and Fallon Henley will lose the NXT Women's Championship. But the question is, how is it going to happen? Easy. I can tell you how it's gonna happen. One of them is gonna be on the mat and get pinned 1, 2, 3. That's how you lose a match.
He's just so sassy today. What is going on this Tuesday? My gosh.
So to work on Tuesday. I like that idea. So let's talk about the opening match. We have Grayson Waller against Tyler Bate. I thought this was good for the time that they gave them. I love that Grayson, who has been wrongly kicked out of the place that he works. What is going on, War Man? Jack Pack Empire. See, that's what I'm.
Why do you lie?
Who's lying?
You said he was unjustly thrown out.
He was. What did he do wrong?
I don't know, run up on his boss and toss all his stuff on his table on the floor. I think that's a valid reason to be thrown out. Okay, you know what? You know what? Actually, Sean was nice. Who? Oh, you kicked me out. I didn't even get to change. Sis, I would have beat you up all the way out the door. You would have got beat up out the door the way you was acting.
Listen, Chad Frost ain't kicking nobody's ass. What are you talking about? Stop it. Please. He's not. What's he going to do? Kick Grayson Waller, who is a boxer, by the way?
Huh? I've seen boxers get knocked out.
Me too. I've watched it on TV. It's called pay-per-views. I'm on fire tonight. But Grayson Waller, like I said, it was a really good match. I wanted to look at my notes. I like the spot where he's beating up Tyler. He says, "Is this your boy? You picked the wrong horse." He's talking his nonsense. Grayson's obviously really good at what he does. I didn't like when Vic started calling Grayson an ass, because I'm sitting there saying, "Yo, my dog, like, you're doing a lot, all right?
He's telling the truth."
No, okay, he's saying all that, but where was that energy when his best friend Johnny Gargano was getting his butt whooped? He wasn't talking then. He was a whole mute.
He definitely did talk crap.
Yeah, underneath his breath. I'm sorry. I'm waiting. So boom, he calls him an ass. Booker T had to calm him down, like, "Yo, you doing a little too much. You're not a wrestler. Like, shut up." Grayson, he keeps attacking him. Tyler, I love the spot with the lariat. There was like a spot where Tyler went for the lariat. Grayson rolls out the ring because he was getting ready to do that rolling stunner, but then he hits him with the lariat. This was really good stuff. For the most part, Grayson got a lot of offense, and Tyler make that comeback, that babyface comeback. He does this airplane spin, which is always really cool. He didn't do when he does the airplane spin, he does this thing when he spins and then he lands on his knees and then he gets up and then he spins you again. But it looked like he did a spin and then to an attitude adjustment. So I thought this was some really good stuff. Grayson eventually takes it to fit. I like this move that he does. You see that move he does where he does like the flip, but it's like an Imperia. He flips over, he does the Imperia. I think that's some really cool stuff. I think that could actually be a finisher, but it's just a setup move. But as he does it, then he gets ready to tease Sweet Chin Music. He doesn't hit it. Bate hits him with the bop punch. He hits him with like 2 bops, bong bong, and then he hits him to a super kick. Obviously, Grayson kicks out.
I felt the he put all the power of Shawn Michaels behind it. I love it.
I don't think there was I think there was a lot of power to it, but I don't think it was Shawn Michaels. I don't
say it was a Shawn Michaels kick. I said the power of Shawn because he's fighting for Shawn is in it, Mr. Smart.
And see, that's my problem. Like, why? Like, mind your business. What are you doing sticking up for this guy? Like, can we? What are we doing here? Come on, what are we in first grade? No, it's time to be an adult.
And he's still fighting the Von Wagner fight, by the way. So
no, I'm not. I have since grown up, and I have since. I have now. I use an oven when I heat up my.
Is it an easy bake oven?
I don't have to tell you what I do.
Yeah, it's an easy bake oven.
My niece got it for me. How dare you? It makes great brownies.
It does.
See, there you go. You have one too.
I had one.
Well, I can't help it that you don't know how to keep things from losing things. But he hits Bate with a roll. Grayson hits a roll up. He tries to cheat. The ref acknowledges that Grayson tried to cheat. Then Tyler Bate gets the roll up, pins him 1, 2, 3. I thought this was really good stuff. You keep. I feel like you did two things in this match. You keep Tyler Bate strong because then you could put him in something like right now. I don't see him in the NXT Championship running right now. He could be in the North American running. I mean, you're gonna do something with him, but I just feel like you need to keep him strong. And then you have Grayson, who has this thing going on with Shawn Michaels. So I throw you away. What did you think about this match, this segment? Give thoughts, Cap. You're not putting this out there, so I guess I'll put it out, Jason. Wanted to carry this from Frank. We're gonna talk about it. We got our AEW, our resident AEW friend over there. What's going on, Mr.
Yeah,
AEW?
that comment like threw me off, so I couldn't even. But Grayson, I'm so sick of him. I'm so sick of him. I'm gonna start not even caring. He's a Kevin. I'm so sick of it. Every time something doesn't go his way, now he's complaining and it's somebody's fault. I felt so bad for that ref. Like if I'm that ref, I would have switched because I knew no matter how fair the loss, this man was gonna complain regardless. I feel so bad for anyone that works in that building having to deal with that demon who just complains and everything is going wrong. Everything is not going his way. Enough is enough. I'm done.
This is just the tease right now, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in the chat. Because right now she didn't do too much, but wait until we get to Bron Breakker. Right now she's just getting warmed up. Joe, it's just a feel to get Carmelo. What are they talking about in that comment? Because I didn't see it. I feel like that.
Gender.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Oh, does someone think he's winning?
I think people just don't even like him to be. Listen, the last time we underestimated him, what happened? So I'm never underestimating gender. I don't care how set in stone anything is. The last time I didn't listen, you know what happened. So don't come at that person because they're very valid to feel that way.
No, I just wanted to so people know I wasn't trying to attack. I just wanted to know because I'm interested in hearing that flipping. I thought that move was so cool. I think that could be an actual finish. But he likes the rolling stunner. And I think what makes that move even cooler, he doesn't have to go out the ring. A lot his move, I don't know if he's in 2K, but I know I would hate that as a move. I have to be outside to hit the stunner. Like, nah. I think that would be a better just because you could do it in the ring. It's Valentine's Day. Why haven't you given us Index reunion? Well, I have nothing to do with what goes on in
Exactly.
Florida. I live right here in Queens. I'm so sorry.
He's so sassy today. I can't.
What else we got going on? Oh, we got the dust sensation Apollo Crews. Did he not get dusted a few weeks ago?
Listen, we don't talk about Dusted because we'll get into you in your stream earlier. Let's calm it down.
Listen, don't get me started.
You don't get me started. Okay?
Don't get me started. Hold on, wait a minute. Now I see that the chat needs to know. Okay, listen.
He dragged the whole game. His game gave up on him. He was doing so bad in Crash Bandicoot that it literally just shut down. Then he had to go to Sonic Frontiers, and he couldn't even get an S-Rig to save his life. The big guy beat him up at least 7 times. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
So everybody knows I didn't really get that badly beat. You know, look, I'm a giving guy. Like, you know how Hogan goes, that don't work for me, brother. I put over talent. You know, I have to make my stream interesting. And they're not just called big guys, Sawyer. They're called Titans. And I didn't get dusted, all right? Don't go to my Twitch, but I didn't get dusted. But don't go there. All right, so Apollo Crews, the dust station.
No, because he's coming at Apollo for losing 2 times when he lost like at least over 5 times back to back. But yes, continue what you're saying.
This is why I show up for work. This is just, damn. You see this? Look at this. Stop. I tried very hard in that game, and the Titans robbed me. But by the way, I won. You left that part. I won and the game broke. You left that part out. I didn't think that was cool. But yes, Apollo Crews. He talks about. It looked like he's stopping to do the "That's So Raven" gimmick because now he's in the streets. So I don't know if he's doing St. Rose. I don't know what's going on here or Grand Theft Auto. But I like how he has like a book in his hand. The camera zooms in. The camera zooms in. I'm sitting there saying, "What the hell am I watching?" And then he says, "It's not about the past. It's not about the future." But now he wants revenge. Double Kato, though, I gotta say, I don't feel like I got an opportunity to say this last week, but I love his response when he was asked, "Why did you?" You know, when you're asked, "Why did you do something?" You give an answer, like, why did you? Like, I never got an answer. Why did Shawn Michaels kick Marty Jannetty? We never got an answer for that, right? I'm pretty sure we did. I'm pretty sure someone in the chat will do that. Give us an answer. But his answer was he knows what he did. That's why I dropped his ass. I said, you know what? That's a valid, good reason. But with Apollo Crews talk about, having I don't know where this family time came from when he talked about. I guess that was all the times and they were just in the back and we didn't get to see it. We said we won championships together. We did all of this. If you'd be afraid, please. But
Me too. Me too.
you would be scared of you as a ref.
Yeah, I don't want anybody falling on me. Because apparently your health rate goes down by like at least 60 when you become a ref, and like basic hits will have you knocked out for 20 minutes. So I don't want to be a ref. Yeah.
Well, you know what it is. It's not being the ref. If you wear the ref shirt, it depletes your power. So if you wear the ref shirt, you're immediately like in the 2K games, if you wear the ref, if you get kicked, you're laid out for the next 5 minutes. It's stupid. It's the ref shirt. It's totally the ref shirt.
It's like the opposite of Mjolnir, you know?
Yeah, it's totally the opposite. It's a weakness. It's not. It doesn't strengthen you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So it looked like they're gonna get into something. I could see them having a match at So there's Roadblock coming up March. I wrote it down. I have to look in my notes again. But
It's
I
the
think
third.
Mm.
The third.
It's the third. I think no, it's the seventh.
The seventh. Why did I think the third?
I don't know. Where'd you get that?
Why is 3 on my mind right now?
I don't know.
We'll get into it later. All right, continue.
But yeah, so that looked like there's gonna be something. Not at Roadblock. Maybe it's at Roadblock, but I see them saving that for Stand and Deliver. But let's talk about Jacy Jane. So someone wrote in the chat, and I believe that was ADR Crazy 88. He said Jacy Jane sounded like what movie? Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is a great movie, by the way.
I've never seen it.
It's a good movie. You should check it out. You know what? Let's do a trade. You told me before, check out Wally. I'm going to check out Wally. You check out Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and we will discuss the movie. Sound like a good time. Jacy Jane. So a few things. She got new music. So the open starts off almost like Toxic Attraction, but it says Jacy Jane. Not in that voice, though, but sounds like that. But not in that voice. So she opens up. She tells the story. Matter of fact, real quick, as she's making her way out, I thought this was hilarious. So WWE has been now. You really should check what's happening in the back. Thank you, H Man. See, thank you, H Man. Thank you. But as she's making her way to the ring, you see Grayson Waller yelling at Chad Frost, and they're having this argument back and forth. I thought that was great. I kind of like things like that because you have to really pay attention. You know, like a segment like this months ago, I would have easily said, oh, okay, they're getting ready to go for a Jacy Jane promo. I could go do a few things. But if you look in the back and you see them arguing, it's actually pretty hilarious. And Shawn Michaels is really getting out Shawn Michaels.
Stop it. Y'all gonna stop bringing this up. This is not his karma. I am done. We are not.
It is his karma. I loved every moment of this. I'm not going to lie. I smiled ear to ear. You know,
and that's why Grayson got kicked out in his little boxing shorts. You either got a boxing match to go to, but you out in the streets with a boxing shorts on and nothing else. Sad.
Did you check out your own joke?
I did. I honestly think I'm so funny. Like, I'm always laughing. Yeah. You
know what? No, that's cheers to you because that's great. You're supposed to laugh at your own jokes.
Exactly.
Cheers to you. But Jacy Jane, she comes out. The new music. I gotta say, when she got on the mic, honestly, she did a really great job on the mic. I thought that she had great crowd control. I thought that she handled herself very well. I think she was very articulate. You know, when she talked about things, and I feel like these were things. So everyone talks about that kick, right? That happened with her, right? What
Mhm.
did you think of when she got kicked? When she kicked Jacy Jane. I mean, not Jacy, when Jacy Jane kicked Gigi. I'm sorry,
No,
Jacy
she
Jane.
picked herself. Girl,
That
don't
would
do
have been
that.
hella. That would have been
Don't do
hilarious.
that. I thought about Shawn Michaels.
You know who I thought about if I could play a
What do you
clip?
think about?
Listen to this.
How do you feel? You feel better that you got
I
that in
do.
your system?
I thought of Thanos
Don't
when
stream
Thanos.
again when I'm around. That's
You
all I'm
said
gonna
what?
say. Don't stream when I'm around. I'm gonna tell you that much.
I'm gonna win. That's all I do. All I
Mhm.
do is win. I don't know what you're talking about this
I'm
this.
saying, if I ask you to play DBD, just know I'm sandbagging you the entire match. You will get got by that killer.
Well, that's not nice. Damn. I don't even know if I want to do the
Hi,
show anymore. I'm hurt.
Queen. How are you, beautiful?
Damn, that hurt. But she mentioned
Oh,
about the kick. She talked about how a lot of people was asking her like, did she really have to kick Gigi that hard? She said
right.
yes. Well, she didn't really have to. I mean, I think the marks and stuff like that it leaves it's quite the visual.
Oh,
But she pretty much went into what I thought that she should go into. She talked about how she says she's the real victim, and how when toxic attraction was a thing, when it was a 3-woman team, they were saying what stands out, who's the weakest link, and a lot of people were saying that in the beginning. Jacy Jane, even I think even towards as it was starting to come to a wrap and come to an end, people were looking at Jacy Jane. I mean, credit to you because you would point out like. I remember one time we had a discussion, right? And I was like, I don't know about Jacy Jane. I feel like if when they all split, this vehicle was made for Mandy. I almost said Mandy Moore. Gosh, Mandy Rose. Um, Gigi Dolins is gonna be fine because she's pretty well established, and I think she could hold on. But I said I don't know about Jacy Jane. He was like, nah, but she can. She got something. Just pay
mhm.
attention to her. You
No.
did give her that. You did give her that praise. You was one of the few that said that. So, but I did like that she played into that, used that because a lot of people was saying that, and even had the fun because online everyone's making having some fun with this segment and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry about Janetti. Oh, I mean Gigi," because she played into that. So I thought that was some really good stuff. And she even mentions to the crowd, she says, "Screw you," and "Screw you for calling her the third whale of toxic attraction." But what did you think about this segment, Kat?
I think she had some valid points, but all her points had more to do with the crowd than it did with Gigi. So it's like, what did Gigi really do to you for you to do all that? And when Gigi comes back, it's gonna be fire. Trust me. Gigi's getting her lick back in a serious way.
I
Yep.
was gonna say, I mean, she should probably get her kick back, not her lick back. H man, what's the points? What's the points between me and
He
Captain? Give me 5 points.
didn't have any points.
Give
He didn't
give
have any points.
Captain got -10, and
It's
then
not
tell
an
me the
S
score.
rank. I'll tell you that much.
Tell me the
Hey
what?
Hassan, how are you? It's not an S
Hey!
rank.
Wow. But I
Yeah.
thought this was I thought I thought this was good stuff, and I thought this was great. Put her out there. I said here. I think I don't know if I said this on air last time. Oh, you went to the Barclays Center yesterday. Oh, that's so cool. Good for you. Good for you. I thought about kind of going, but Raw's 3 hours. I do not want to sit there for no. I mean, it's 3 hours. Like, would you want to sit for Raw for 3 hours? You actually went a few months back.
I don't mind. I don't mind it. Now, here's my thing. Right now, I haven't been going to Raw because I'm still very upset about what happened with Raw 25. I don't care how long ago it was. It upset me. Um. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm just not going to Raw. I go to SmackDown. That's the last I think WWE show I went to was
You
SmackDown.
went to no, you went to
Only
Raw.
SmackDown and NXT when they finally come back to New York.
I hope so too, because that'd be great for them. But didn't you go in October? You went in October.
Yeah, that was SmackDown though.
No,
Wait, no,
that
that was Raw. Why the fuck? You know why I went? Because a friend asked me to go, so that's why. But I didn't look it out on my own accord. Just okay.
all right. No, that's fair. I was just saying you was out there. That's all.
I was
And,
up
no,
there. That was Barclays, wasn't it? It was.
it was, yeah, because that's when Brock came back and he attacked Bobby. I believe that's when we attacked Bobby. Um, but yeah, I thought the segment was good for Jacy Jane. All right, so then we got to Chase U. Thea Hell, she still shook from what happened with her and the Dirat. Her theme isn't good, to be honest. Decent promo. Yeah, I mean, I never was big into Toxic Attraction's theme, so I'll give you that. But I thought she handled herself very well by herself. I mean, I remember talking about Zoe, and I think the aggression and everything that she's been doing has been great. But her promo stuff is just not good. She's not a good promo. So I'll give JC that. JC is able to. I feel like she has a command in the room, if that makes sense. She's able to.
She has presence. Yeah.
That's the word. There we go.
Yeah. She definitely does. She's still gonna lose to Gigi though, so but she still got that presence. I'm gonna give it to her. I do love JC, but it's like Gigi, that's my baby. I have to go for my baby. Like, what you want me to do? Like,
no, you gotta go with it. I mean, I see her definitely getting her win. I mean, this is gonna be a blood feud. I don't believe actual blood because this is not Wednesday. So they're definitely gonna be feuding, and it looked like there's gonna be a few matches between them. So, yeah. Gotta wait and see how that all turn out.
You will, George. Don't worry. I think this is what they're doing, and I was really nervous. I was like, I hope Gigi don't come out. Gigi, please don't come out. We need that time for her to just be away because it's gonna build and build and build. I would be okay if they even went another week before she came back.
I would give her 2 weeks. I think keep her off TV for a while. Let JC not necessarily run the division, but let her get some win. Let her just take over. No, she never does. No,
because he doesn't deserve it.
I deserve the world.
You're rude to her all the time.
So,
see, there you go. You heard it from the horse's mouth.
I'm not a horse. I'm a man, an anchor man. Stop. See that? Look at that. Stop threatening the great Grand Poobah. There's 2 G's in there. I have more G's than you, Jeffrey.
Not a threat. It's a promise.
Damn, I wish you was out here half the time, H-Man, because damn, hate getting yelled at. You on air.
How are you? Happy Valentine.
RJ. What's the RJ stuff? What? So funny.
Why did you say it like that? Like, I've never heard someone say RJ so aggressively.
Oh, sorry. You know what? This Mike made me mad too. I have a list of people who made me mad. But we have Chase U. Thea's still shooken by the Dyrad, but she still wanted to face Tiffany. Real quick, there was a segment which I thought was really good. They gave Ruka. They had a highlight video showing all the. I mean, this girl could do everything, man. Like everything. She's a gymnastic. I believe that she said snowboard, skating, and even like a camera woman or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, just impressive. And she's someone who's really been getting a lot of time. I remember when I first saw her, I was like, well, if she gets more reps, because she had the athletic ability, it's now just putting everything in the ring.
Yeah.
And seeing her get all this time and seeing her grow is amazing. She did take the L last week against Zoe Starks, which is fine because it looked like, not even look like, they're going to set up for that. Is that next week they're going to fight? They're going to have a match next week? Her and Zoe? She wants a rematch. Okay, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So they're going to have that match. But I thought this was really good and very important that they do that you get to see, but not behind the scenes is the word I'm going to use, but more of her. You get to see more of her character. Thank you. 5, you got -10. There we go.
This is so sick. Like, this is not right. We need someone who's impartial to be doing
these numbers. Very impartial. Listen, he is so smart. I go with the smart people. That's why my team, him and Warman. Listen, guys, we're going to get ready to go into war game. He don't know nothing. He wears a sweater, so he's always sweating.
Yeah, that's 2 people.
No, he just sweats. He's the sweating sensation George. That's his new name.
Oh my gosh! What is the next segment?
This is why I come on in just to bother people. But we have Tiffany Stratton against Thea Hale. Why don't you take it? What did you think about this segment, Kat?
I thought that Chase U needs a little bit of a better way to protect their students because. Why didn't y'all run? See me? I would have ran in the audience and started just swinging on every time. Why wasn't y'all doing that? Y'all just looking. What's that doing for anybody? Get up. Y'all could have ran in there. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it because Thea is in this alone and it is clear. It is clear as day.
It was actually night.
Anyways, No, I mean, I feel like this match definitely could have been more, but I think this is very much more story based. Like, I feel like they definitely want to come across like Thea is still traumatized from them dressing her up as one of the background dancers for Panic at the Disco. And so now it's just really hard for her to get past that. And Ava, that's what she was dressed like. What do you mean? Like, it was. I don't understand why they changed her pants. Like, why did you guys change your clothes? I'm so confused. I don't even know what happened.
That is weird. I didn't even notice that. No, that's weird. I didn't even notice that. They changed the pants?
She had on whole long. She's always wearing shorts or like jeans. She had like full long to the ground black pants. I'm like, where did she find these? And she had made her makeup done. Did they just sit her in a chair and dress her up? Like, what was going on back there? I'm genuinely so confused.
I'm really confused by the security team of this building. Like, do y'all even care? Like, what do y'all do? Eat donuts and rub glazed donuts on like your finger? Like, what are you doing? I don't understand what's happening. That is weird. I didn't notice that. Okay. But I do want to mention, you said a lot of smart things. This was definitely not a match, like a match or anything like that. This wasn't based on a match. It was based on the story. But it was really good that Tiffany got some stuff in there. I felt like they accomplished two things, and I know I said this earlier, so it sounds like I'm repeating myself.
It's okay.
But you got the story. Thank you. They have the story with Thea or Chase you with the die rag, and then you also have you're building Tiffany and getting her. I don't know when she goes for the NXT Women's Championship, but you give her some wins, you put her on TV, that's a good thing. And you want to keep doing that and building that momentum with her. So I feel like they accomplished two things. I did want to mention, because there was a cool spot, and we talked about it off air, how she hit that cool springboard swanton bomb.
Oh yeah, no, I love that. Like, it was just so beautiful how it went about. I'm like, girl, you're literally just like, you're just good. She has it almost feels like she looks so much like a star to the point, and I don't know if it sounds like, I don't know how to say it, but she seems out of place almost.
Would you
She
mind
needs to be on the main roster already. That's how I feel. I'm dead serious. Like, she is just such a finished product. I'm obsessed. Like, that's just how I feel. I'm very for Tiffany Stratton. She's amazing. Her in-ring is so on par. Her moonsault is like, it's so good. Like, I can't even like find the right words for it. She's so good.
They're saying, is it me echoing? Whoop, whoop.
Who's echoing?
I think they're saying me. Hold on, let me see. Talk.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. Okay,
I don't hear it.
No, I think it's done. No, I don't know. Am I still echoing, guys? Please let me know.
No, he said it's good now.
Oh, okay. Make yourself fix. Jeffrey's been really like, you called me sassy. Look at him in the chat. Like, how are you gonna tell one of my guys what to do?
Yeah. Thank you.
Ruka is the jack of all trades. Her name is not Jack. I'm Jack. The jack of all trades. You chuckled. That's good. There we go. Another 10 points for me, H-Man.
I didn't laugh.
You did. I heard unless you have a cold. Trade. She is definitely someone. She's coming well together. She's being everything's coming together with Saruka. You was talking about Tiffany on the main roster right away. I guess you could put her on the main roster. I would keep her a little bit more to just get her a little bit more season.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. Hey, yeah. Todd, what's going on?
Yeah, no, I'm totally for it. It's just like seeing her now. Like, I'm not in a rush for her to go to main roster, but I feel like she is very much a finished product at this point. Like, personally, that's just right.
And it's interesting that you bring that up. It's a great point because it makes me think about, I think it was last week that she was talking about she's ready to get in the ring with Charlotte. And I think that would be pretty good. I think it was Jeffrey who just mentioned it. He mentioned her moonsault, which I just call it the best moonsault ever because it's something Christopher Daniels used to do. I'm pretty sure he can still do it at his older age. I mean, the man is a freak of nature. I try to do that. You're gonna have to send me to Mount Sinai. But this match wasn't really about the match. It was just really about the story and getting Tiffany out there. So I think you accomplished two things. So that's great. We have Tatum and Ivory. I said Ivy. Ivy. I'm sorry, not Ivory. I'm not convinced that Tiffany's moonsault should be a finisher. I need her to try that on me, see if it hurt. See, this guy's great. He's a student of the game. Stratton is better than Charlotte. Don't tell Knox.
I don't. I don't want any parts of that conversation.
I do, because I'm ready for it. You know what? Let me talk to you guys, because you guys love when I drop my trauma stories. Yesterday, Captain, can I tell you what happened yesterday? Yes, I can. So, boom. I need you to sit back and listen to me talk. Hold on. I need to drink some tea.
Oh my god.
Because I'm about to drop some tea, because you know what happened yesterday? I made an appearance yesterday on the Mike Knox show. He was doing a great job. Shout out to Mike Knox. Watch him on Mondays at 6 p.m. Although he never shouts us out, because you know why? Because we're the best. But boom, I make an appearance there. He couldn't name Warlow yesterday, but I did in the chat. I helped, and I didn't get a thank you. But he thought,
War
Vaughn,
Daddy?
he thought, yeah, I said what I said, and I'm proud of myself.
You said War Daddy?
Yeah, no, never. That will never leave these lips. I'm gonna need you to do what you usually do and mute yourself. How dare you think those words would leave these lips? Yes, mute yourself. Thank you. And then he didn't get it right. I helped him, but he thanked Vaughn. And you know what? I realized it's a conspiracy against me, because these two were the worst judges in UPR history. They had something against me, and I know why they had something.
You're lying.
What? But the Ball Syndicate will never stop me. The Jackpack Empire is always winning.
You're lying.
Look at this right here. He shouted me out. Look at that. I shouted you, bro. And I don't know why you're yelling with the bro. We don't like all that yelling here.
You're lying.
This is the bad guy show. How dare you? How dare you? Oh my God, I gotta bring you back. My forehead is so shiny.
Oh my god.
Well, wait a minute. I almost said Ivy. You messing me up. You know I can only say these names once. But no, that was Terry.
I know. I had to do my best, Terry.
Oh, that was your Terry. Oh, okay. Because I thought I was saying Ivy. Okay, good job. But now as we're hanging out, Javier was trying to make a move on both of them. Tatum points out that she's taken. And he's like, oh, that's a shame. And then he tried to make a move on Niles, and Niles made a move on him and choked him out. Good stuff. Woman empowerment. We like that here. Choked him out. Then we have the radio. What was playing? Did you see what it was? I think it was like a radio or something.
It was a speaker. It was a big speaker, like right there. Like, this girl, she's a whole witch. Like, it's very scary. Like,
yeah, and that was Aladon, right? Because at first I thought it was
yeah, no, it's Aladon.
Okay, so good job. All right. She mentions how Tatum's being held down by Niles, and Tatum is like, no, I don't believe it, and they walk off, and Javier is still on the ground. So good stuff. Let's talk about unless you had any thoughts you wanted to add here, Captain.
No, I just wish he would have asked Isla if she would be his Valentine too through the speaker. I'm sorry, I just would have cracked up. It would have been so funny. I don't know why he thought asking Ivy second wouldn't like lead to him being choked out though.
Well, H-Man's asking this question. Isn't Tatum and them?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what, if you hear it, like if you watch the clip back, you can literally hear someone in the crowd say "Aw," because it was just so cute and ironic.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, because I knew she was taken, but I didn't know it was. Oh, good for them. That was cute. All right, that was cute. But I don't listen to the crowd. I know you don't either. Oh, that was the speed. The speed of that. That was good. That was good.
You saw that? Oh, you heard it?
I did. As soon as I heard it. And then you did the moon emoji. Like, that's hilarious. You've literally become the moon emoji.
It really didn't. Because I
did.
can hear, like, Isla's accent. Like, her accent is very distinctive. So I'm like, I feel like that was Isla.
No, and you probably got it.
I could be wrong, though.
No, you might be right. I couldn't tell. I thought it was Alba myself. It was Alba. I know that which voice anyway. Ooh. Oh, wow. You know, you mentioned something real, and I just wanted to add on to it because I just thought it was hilarious. You said it would have been funny if Javier just went to the speaker and said, "Hey, will you be my Valentine?" I thought that would have been great too, and then like ooze come out of the speaker or something like that, like some spook, because she's a witch. You get it? No?
Why do you think witches just ooze goose?
I watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Well, then you need to start watching Charmed.
Ah, ah,
Of
no.
yourself.
Please don't give me no more homework. I'm not watching that. I'm probably going to be watching it. We have Axiom against Damien. I said Damien. It's Damon Kemp. I'm sorry. There's a lot of D's. You want to take this second?
Okay. I really enjoyed the match, to be honest. I thought that Damon got a lot of offense. I love that when he did the electric chair German, I thought that was so sick. I was like, period. Exactly, Damon. Don't go on like a punk. And I'm not even a Damon fan, but I'm just like, hold your own, because we already know what Axiom is bringing to the table, which is carnage. We love that, though.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it. Go.
No, I apologize for cutting you off. But no, I agree. It was really nice that they gave him a lot of they let him get a lot of offense, because, like you said, Axiom is able. We know what he can do. He's pretty much featured a lot on NXT. Damien, not so much. And no, you're not. No, you're not. Thank you. Yeah, delete that. Thank you, H-Man. He's not really a jobber. I wouldn't even say he's a jobber. I mean, he's not getting no wins, but I do appreciate that they gave him a lot of offense to show what he could do. This match, I mean, it showed the power of what he could do, his background. I agree with what you said, the electric German. I'm not going to lie, for a period, I actually thought he was going to win, but he didn't. And,
you're not the only one, to be honest. I saw mad people on the timeline like, wait. They were like, wait, what's going on here?
But I would have been for it, because Axiom, not to say he's a made man, but I feel like he's way more established than Kemp, so that him losing is not going to hurt him.
I think they're in and I'm noticing a lot more lately. They're in this place where they really want to protect those top guys who they feel like are the closest to challenging for the NXT title. Like, they protect Tyler. JD to a point is very 50-50 though. Axiom as well. So I'm just noticing that those guys are definitely up there.
And that's a good eye. It's keeping them strong enough so when you do want to push them in, and don't even have to be for the NXT Championship, but just a championship in general, they have enough momentum where you could throw them in there and it's not insulting. Not like how, not for nothing, Jinder Mahal getting a shot at the NXT. What did he do? He did absolutely nothing. He just woke up and said, yeah. No! No. Oh, we're gonna get to that, but I thought this match was pretty good. I mean, for the time that they gave, it was solid. It was solid. I'm not gonna say it with me, guys. 5-5 at the Tokyo Dome. It was a decent match, nonetheless. Brooks and Kiana, they're on their date. It's on Twitter. They look like they're having a good time. Just two old kids going on a date. Look like they're having a good old time out there in Florida, not being in the old NXT parking lot. That's dangerous. And, shout out to Brooks, because, he was in the parking lot, and he looked like someone who could get his ass kicked. But he was out there with Kiana.
Yeah.
On gender. What?
She's gonna be.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun.
I'm excited.
But they're going on a date. Fallon sits there and goes, I gotta tell. I swear she's in the Jap pack.
Fallon cock block Henley. I am tired of it. Every 2 minutes, just like, you would think someone who just won some titles 2 weeks ago would be a little bit more happier.
I know.
The streets are alive, guys. I don't know what to tell you. The streets are alive. But it's like, you would think she'd be a little bit more happier. But no, it's just all the time. I'm tired. This better be the last week. After this,
Yeah, she better do. Why don't we just tie it all up? I mean, just this whole segment. You know, Brooks. He walks Kiana home. She's playing with her keys. He knows that's the signal. So he goes in for the 90-10. And just as that's happening, I'm not gonna lie, this came off as kind of crappy acting. Because Valentine comes out, no, stop. So, okay. I wasn't a fan of the acting here. I don't want to be brutal, but I just wasn't a fan of it. And it wasn't a lot of passion. It should have been like, wait. It was more like, oh no, stop. And I was like, I would have said no. Just wanted to throw out there, no. And she says, "You're not gonna tell him. Tell him what?" And then they mention, I know it's in my notes. I had to go. Zach was his name. Zach, yeah, Zach.
Yes, the brother.
The brother. She's like, which is funny because I love the rest of the internet because they dug deep and say, "Who the hell is Zach?"
I thought that was good.
That was good. That's why they're going to.
I had a feeling that it was gonna be like a brother or something. Like right. That's why, I was like, Fallon, please be quiet. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, not at all. Not at all. She made herself look like a fool, and then you have Kiana go, "When are you gonna start trusting me?" And then she goes into the house. Zach has said something about, "I'm gonna do Zach things," and then Brooks is sad, and he is now sad Brooks.
I'm just trying to figure out why Fallon is in Black people's business during Black History Month. We're gonna get about our business.
You know what month it is.
Yep.
Now let's talk about Bron Breakker. Bron, he comes out. He's getting the bipolar action now. Oh, here we go. I almost felt like, you know what, guys? Yep. I would not do this segment any justice. Yep. Captain, my captain, take the floor.
You don't want to hear me talk because he came out real nice, real like high energy, positive. And you know what? This NXT crowd was very low vibrational. I have not seen them this low vibrational since, what was it, the MSK debacle? Get it together. You're pissing me off. It's enough. What are we booing him for? I don't get it. Gives you good matches, gives you intense promos, has a great look. What is it? And then they're booing him with the base, the special John Cena sucks, but instead it said Bron Breakker. Way to let him know that he's him. Thank you for letting him know. Weirdos. What is wrong with y'all just booing him like that for no reason? Like, y'all don't even know what you're booing him about. Just cause he's young and he's flying. He got titles and he's doing it. That's why. It's ridiculous. And he don't suck. Trust me. Bron don't suck. But you guys can keep booing him. And you know what? All this booing is literally going to catapult him further up. Do exactly what you did with John Cena. Please, please, please. I'm begging you. Do it. Do exactly what you did with Roman. Please, please, please. I'm begging you. Help us. Help us out. Yes, it helps. Trust me. Keep it up. Sick of you.
Everybody in the chat, is it safe for me to come out? I just need a yes. I don't think it's safe. I'm just going to speak from here because... Wow! That was some good stuff. I'm going to get back on. I had to come back because I'm not going to lie. You spent a whole lot of fireballs, Bowser. So, that's from Nintendo. Shut up. That's not nice. But, yeah, he got that reaction. I noticed that he got that reaction. So one of the things, as you went through this incredible rant, good job. Round of applause. Damn, she's great. Let's get that going in the chat. We got that Bron Breakker sucks chant, like you was talking. Bron Breakker sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I did a little shimmy. I just wanted to make sure I still had it.
You know what? And also, hey man, sure, I see what you're saying. Like, I get it. He's had some storylines that definitely weren't hitting, and I get that he goes against people that may be a little bit more characteristic. But I never think to myself, man, this person is outdoing this person with character wise. Let me just boo them just cuz. I don't work that way. I boo someone because I actually don't like them. you know.
I do want to take a look at this. So I didn't say it. It's just that he had the main tab with his feuds, but haven't been the best part of the show. I think he's had some great feuds, and I do agree with that.
He's
There's
had
some
some
stuff.
ones that were
There's
not
some stuff,
good.
and I actually thought about this because I did want to ask you guys in the chat. What would you rate Bron Breakker's this title run? Not the first one because it was very short, but this one is pretty much a year. April will make a year. What would you rate it? And I thought he had some really good ones. I think about some of the UK guys that he faced from JD, to me he's become his Lex Luthor. You have Tyler Bate. They had that one off. I'm trying to think. There was another UK guy, and I just can't think of on top of my head. But I felt like when he had won the title the first time, I felt like they really blew their load when they had him against Gunther. And I thought that was something that they could have waited for. But they did that so soon. But what would you rate out of... Okay, so we got... what we got? Not Braun's fault being babyface in that thing. Tough. Jokes aside, it was sad to see. We got... let me see. We got Jeffrey says, you know when people get tired of a champion for so long.
Fishbowl memory. Fishbowl.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's necessarily true because Roman has been champion for, and I just want to make sure I got this right, because Roman's been champion for 2 years, and no, I know there are people tired of it, but I feel like the majority of people are for it, and I'm one of those people who is for it. You let him hold it for another year, but we know that's not gonna happen. But we got yeah, Shay, you wouldn't boo the guy, but let's be honest, we're talking about the full.
Well, can I also say though, Roman is a heel, and heels have it much easier in that department. Babyface champs are always just...
It's a harder crowd. No, it is, because that's a valid point, because you're still trying to keep that babyface reaction. So when they boo you, you're like, oh, I'm doing my job. But when they boo you and you're the thing, and shout out to Cena, because, and I said this, I forgot when I said this to you, but I remember saying, man, we were probably hard on John Cena because he was getting booed for no reason. The man didn't even... He didn't do anything to beat people.
We already talked about this.
We always do talk about that, right? But Bron Breakker, he gets this. He's staring deep into me. He scared me. Ginger comes out of nowhere. Him and Indusher comes out. He talks about he understands the pressure of a champion. I'm like, bro, you haven't been champion in a long time, so stop talking. But he kept talking. Bron then tries to make a funny. You know, I'll give it to Bron. Bron tried to be a little cute. You know, he tried to be cute, Bron, but it wasn't cute. He tried to make a joke. He said, "Oh, what do we have here? The new 3-man band?" And you know, no one really laughed. I remember I said,
"You're lying."
So this is gonna be the new thing when we do the show. You are not wearing that hot pink ever again, because you're not gonna be sitting here bring the heat on to me like that. It wasn't. Did you laugh when he made the 3MB joke?
I did, actually. I chuckled.
H-Man, take a negative 20 points for Captain, please.
You can control the points.
Yes, I can. I'm the pointer.
Your name says Grand Poobah, actually.
Yeah, well, I'm the grand pointer too. I point. I do points. See, look at this. We're gonna get this war games going. You gotta pick. It's only you and George. I already got a team. It's gonna be me, H-Man, Warman, and what's his name? He's old. I can't think of it. Give me time. But let's talk about this segment. He made a joke. No one laughed. But Ginger then says, "You're just trying to pander to the fans." And then, you know, when I win the championship next week, you're going to I'm going to feel sorry for you. Jinder Mahal is not winning the championship next week. It's just a roadblock. Like when Jinder Mahal came out, I just immediately said, "Oh, come on, man."
Come on, man.
That's all I got.
Oh man, what does that show? He say, "Oh man."
Oh, sniper, swiper, no swiping.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's the best I got. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, because swiper, no swiping. Actually, that gender, no swiping. So enough. Stop this.
Yeah, yeah, Ginger is not swiping that title off of Braun's waist. But you know, real quick, I do want to say what I did like though. So they teased this even last week. So something I kind of like, if you pay attention to when they talk, right? Braun, when he came out, he said, and everyone's talking about this match because everyone has been talking about him and Mello for a while, but they never say each other's name. But they says him, And then that's when Ginger Mahal came and bored everyone to death. So I'm just saying when I kind of like that they do the thing where they're kind of like they're getting ready to say the name, they're like teasing it, but they don't do it. I just think that's actually really good.
That was great wordplay, and he didn't even have to really say his name. He just said him, and then everyone just kind of knew.
But Mello did that last week too when he was getting ready to talk, and that's when JD interrupted him. So it happened to both of them. So they're teasing it and trying to stretch it out a little bit more. But I just thought that stuff like that, I just like detail to that. I just think
Yeah.
I like stuff like that.
It's good stuff.
So we got Kayden. We're gonna we got Kayden and Katana. They apologized about last week. I didn't believe them. I believe they are baloney eaters because that was nothing but baloney. That was very cold, expired baloney. But they apologized. Roxanne, like the fool that she is, accepted the apology. I wouldn't have accepted the apology. I would have just spit on the floor and said, "Clean that up." But Roxanne has manners. Um, I believe in Joe. Oh no, isn't he an Impact? I'm not familiar
Yes.
with his stuff. Okay.
Yes, I like him. He's
We
good.
got Adrian said I like the idea of Braun's promo, but crowds ruin it. Yeah, the crowds are not. I think they're just tired. But Braun has really done nothing wrong, and Braun has made me. If I could just jump, I don't mean to go back, but Braun, he's someone that I wasn't really feeling in the beginning. I just said, okay, he got the look. He had the ring ability. I would even still say with his promos, one of the good things about him, he gives me that old school wrestling promo because he's yelling. Like he's kind of yelling, like, "Yeah, let me tell you something," and
Yeah.
and I don't mean to make him sound like Hogan, but he just has that old school, late '80s, '90s, like his uncle. He pretty much sounds like his uncle when he talks. If you close your eyes, you'd be like, "Wow, he really sound like his uncle." Um, but I don't. I mean, this ain't the first guy like how Captain pointed out. You had your John Cena's, you had Roman. Roman, they were booing him for years, and now everyone. I mean, my God, I got one of his shirts. It's nice. It's nice and red because we wanted to do red and pink. But yeah, Kate and Katana they apologized for last week, and they accept the apology. Roxanne accepted the apology. Meiko, she says, Roxanne says thank you to Meiko for accepting to be a partner, and Meiko said, yeah, she has her reason. So you already knew where this was going. Shout out to Meiko for coming back because she's great. Uh, we had an Indie Hartwell promo. I just want to jump right here through it, and you could throw anything in if you want, Cap. Um, she has a promo. She talks about not really feeling sorry for Gigi for getting attacked last week because Toxic Attraction has been a pain in the ass in the locker room. But she don't like the idea of Jacy Jane trying to jump the line, so she's gonna have to get behind me. So they're going to have a match next week. But let's talk about Wes Lee, his open challenge.
Wait, can I say something about that?
Oh, sure.
I really am sick and tired of Indy being the someone has turned heel and they need someone to beat up before they move on to the challenge, the champion thing. I'm done with that. Can we find someone else? Because I'm tired of Indy being the honorary gateway. I'm really done with it.
Yeah, they do use her a lot just to be the person to eat the fall. And I don't know. I mean, who else would you who I know it's just a throw out the question, but who else would you put um like someone who could take the someone to be what do you call him, the gatekeeper?
Fallon Henley.
You know what? Great choice. No arguments out of me. And let's do it this month too. Let's do it this month. Let's do it next week. We have the Wes Lee Open Challenge. I was a little sad about this, honestly. There was no Juventud Guerrera. I know everyone. I saw how you guys wrote me in the DM saying how was I holding up. I was pretty sad. Um, I understand Wesley's a coward. He knows that him facing the greatest cruiserweight of all time, he understood that he didn't have enough. He didn't have enough paper towels for the juice. But why don't you take over for this? Because I'm pretty. Oh, I'll take over. You want me to take over?
I was just and I was trying to figure out what you were saying.
His nickname was the Juice.
It's just like I'm sorry when you say the juice, it just makes me laugh. Oh,
what's wrong with you?
I can't. You referred to D at least 3 times a night, and then you're bringing up juice. Don't ask me what's wrong with me.
There's too many D's. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this episode. We're gonna end it right here. Thank you everybody.
Okay, so I kind of found it funny even before the match when Wes Lee was kind of walking and everyone just like came from behind him. I'm like, what type of frightening ass movie is this? And then when it came out, it's like Tony's trying to come out. That's why I told you there's gonna be this weird like dissension between Tony and Stax, because it's like Stax thought about just going to like accept the challenge, but he's like, no, I have to help Tony. But I feel like at some point that is gonna be more and more that he's not gonna go for Tony. He's gonna start to put himself first, and that's where the dissension will come in. It's obvious. And Dijak, go heal your finger, bro. Why are you here choking people out?
I'm sorry, and it's funny because I had the picture in here, but I since deleted it because it's such a gruesome picture to see. But yeah, I thought. But listen, no, we're gonna need you to grow up here, Jeffrey. Pick a letter. Come on. But I mean, look, you said some things, right? But didn't Dijak get robbed at Vengeance Day? I mean, you're supposed to be the babyface here, Captain.
Robbed?
Didn't he get robbed?
No, he didn't get robbed. He lost.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he lost.
And I'm called the bad guy. I might have to switch this name.
He lost. What are you talking about?
Didn't Tony D and Stax Madax show
barely? Up? They barely got involved. Please, please, please. They barely got involved. Like, it's not enough. He still needs to heal his finger though. Like, I'm just like, why are you here? Like,
do you think when he had him in the headlock, he said, "This is what you did to my finger"?
I don't even know, honestly.
Do you think he put that finger in his nose like this? This is what you did. I'm going to show you everything.
Ew! I hope he wasn't using that voice.
Yeah, I know. It sounded like Christian Bale after like Batman 4. But it wasn't neither one of these guys in the ring. It was your favorite, Von Wagner. Von, I mean, he tried. He did Von things. Look, I know last year I was trying to defend Von, but look, I have since grown up, and now I don't use SpongeBob Band-Aids anymore. I use the Mario Brothers, because those Mario Brothers are cool. Yeah, man. But Von lost. I mean, it's nothing really to break down to it. I mean, he did power moves. He put down Wes Lee. This wasn't one of Wes Lee's best matches, but he worked with the big guy and he made it and he made it work. So I don't really have a whole lot to say into it. You see the dissension still between Von Wagner and Robert Stone. Robert Stone had to remind him, like, to beat this man. Von Wagner has been a wrestler for more than a year. And you don't know that to beat the champion, you have to get him in the ring. If I'm Robert Stone, I'm dropping this guy like a mixtape. And yes, I stole that from Trick Williams because damn, that was good. I wrote that down. I said, damn it, Trick, you're going to have a good year this year. I want good things for Trick. But yeah, Wes Lee beats him with the flip kick. I think he called it the cardio kick.
It's the cardiac kick.
Cardiac kick. I did put an A here. I don't know why I said cardio.
You're close. You're on it.
Thank you. But did you want to add anything to this before we go on?
It's just funny. I'm wanting to see where this whole Von Wagner and Robert Stone thing goes. Like, is he gonna completely overhaul himself, like, to really like make a change, or is he not gonna make a change and Robert's just gonna dump him? Who knows? Look at this comment.
What we got? Bad guy. You know, absolutely not. You know who needs to apologize? See, now you guys got me worked up. Let me tell you something. Rey Mysterio have you all fooled, but not me, because I went to smart school and I graduated smart school. So
you're lying.
Take the floor, Shay. I have nothing. No, you got it. Are you proud of yourself? I'm pretty sure you are.
Yes.
I know you are. That was so quick. That was so quick and small. Yes. So we have Walker, Hank Walker. He has new gear. I think he's a fan of Hook's father because he got the black and orange going on, but he don't have boots. So he's wearing his what's that show with Nikki Bella and Carson Daly and the guy from was it Bar Brigade or something like that?
Yeah, it's like Barmageddon or something.
Armageddon. I wouldn't the CMT is that. But yeah, he has his Barmageddon boots. And Drew Gulak's like, nah, I got some boots for you. So he gives this guy, he gives Hank Hill his boots. And then they have a match. Booker T was on fire tonight. There was a few things. I feel like I missed this. I wanted to say this earlier. But when he was talking about Tiffany Stratton, I thought it was hilarious when he said, she's shining like a diamond. He tried to sing Rihanna. And you know, Booker T's voice is so raspy. Just so raspy. I never agreed with Vic, and I don't want this tape, but I agreed with Vic tonight when he said, don't do Rihanna ever again. Don't sing Rihanna ever again. But Booker T mentioned he wouldn't share his boots with anybody, and that's nasty, which I agree. That is very disgusting. But Hank went against Charles Dempsey, and the results were the same. I mean, let's just jump right into it. The results were the same. Hank did an armbar. It was cute, but Dempsey didn't think it was cute. Got out of it, and Richardson? Who's that? You know who that is?
If Himanshu's saying it, it's probably the truth.
No, don't laugh. No. He's telling the truth. You don't believe him? Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I can't with you.
It doesn't matter what you think.
What? Wow. Now that is some serious disrespect right there, JR.
I had to get my revenge back because I'm getting tired of being disrespected by you.
Stop saying stuff that Roman can respond to then. Hassan, how are you today?
Yeah, Hassan.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling euphoric knowing that I am cheering on a future superstar, Bron Breakker, while there's
a load of barnacles.
Continue what you're doing.
You started this. Get back into the camera. He has to fight. But Hank, he gets stretched out by Dempsey, and it ends with Dempsey and Drew Gulak walking out together. So they're going to be a pair together. And Hank looks heartbroken. I wish we had. Hank had no chance. I agree, Jeffrey. I'm sorry. I totally agree. He didn't stand a chance. I honestly thought he was going to get the win, but then justice for Hank. You guys like Hank? You guys like? Oh, okay. Well, damn, you spoke for the whole chat. I'm sorry, she spoke for you guys. Like,
well, you said you guys. I was answering for myself. Am I not you guys?
You are you guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So, anyways, I loved it. Yes, Charlie and Drew, you get together, a real power duo, because Drew and Hank was not giving real power duo. I'm so sorry. It wasn't. One side was lacking.
What do you think what happens to Hank going forward?
He's going to have his big redemption story. He's probably going to try and fight them. They're probably going to beat him up a bunch until he finally somehow is able to not get beat up. Who knows how long this will go on for. This is true. Like, I'm sorry.
The way you said he's going to get beat up, it just reminded me of like how the Powerpuff Girls used to always beat up Mojo Jojo for no reason. Like this guy could be by getting a can of soda in one of those vending machines, and it's just like, let's just beat up Hank. Like they just beat the hell out of him for no reason. I don't know. That just makes it hilarious. But we talked about Vaughn and Robert Stone. Do you want to talk about the there's a few segments, but let's run through them real quick about because we already did the Valentine thing, but what do you think about the Gallus segment with Pretty Deadly?
I mean, I thought it was a cute little breakaway from the show. I always enjoy Pretty Deadly segments. They're always just so entertaining. So basically, I guess we're going to be getting Gallus versus Pretty Deadly. Did they say when? Is it going to be for Roadblock or is it going to be for next week? I mean, I didn't see a thing for it, so.
Yeah, I didn't hear that either, but I'm assuming. I don't want to assume because I could be wrong, but I think because I feel like we would have had a graphic for next week. So let's just say for Roadblock, because you still want to have stuff for that
Yeah.
special show. So I'm just gonna assume Roadblock.
Yeah.
Unless you guys know in the chat, please let us know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see them winning though. Like I don't see Pretty Deadly winning. I think that they are past that journey. I thought that, I didn't know that they were going to do everything that they did with New Day, because I would have said I think they were getting it back, but they clearly were going a different route and gave it to Gallus. I think Pretty Deadly is at a point where it's like, do they even need to win it again? I think they can go in the main roster right now. I don't care.
It's funny you said that, because I was just thinking in my head, like, maybe after Mania they're called up. I mean, they had that little run on one of the tours that they did. I think it was like a month ago, and I heard there was really great reviews on that. So I would think maybe after Mania you call them up, and I think they would be great on the main roster. So when you ask that question, do they need to win it? Nah, I think they're done. I mean, Hank is already over, so I guess this is fitting that Dempsey gets a manager. Yeah.
They were somewhere looking for honor.
Where are the Creed brothers this week? I mean, they don't need to be on every week. Were they on? I think they were on last week, but
they were.
Okay. But I will sit here and say this: you asked where's the Creed brothers? I have a better question. Where the hell is Roderick Strong? How bad did Kemp beat this guy up? Like, this guy beat him up so badly, he's in a wheelchair. He had a neck brace. Like, damn, did he get hit by the same car by Stone Cold in 1999? Where the hell is Roderick Strong? The strongest of the rods.
I miss Angry Rod, to be honest.
He wasn't angry. He was sad. Sad Rod.
He was sad with a tad bit of angry in there.
He was trying to bring out his late 2000 Eminem, but it didn't work. Because that was anger. You ever heard The Way I Am? That's anger. But yeah, the gal segment was good. Dragunov came out. He talked about how did I interrupt you? Dragunov, he talked about the 4 months that he was away, and getting JD was like, write me O2 so I can get Grant. I don't think that's what happened. Roddy is back. Look, everyone's asking, where is Rod?
Nobody knows where he is. He just
no one. He you think him and Waddle trade places? It's like he's doing his best impersonation of Where's Waddle?
Is that going to be a PLE or is that going to be like a regular show? Like
it's gonna be a theme show.
I'm not even gonna click on that one. I'm not even.
Yeah, you saw that one. Yeah.
You're trying to get me beat up. I don't know what's going on with you, Jeffrey.
Me too. Yeah,
He's trying to get us beat up.
Yeah, both of us. Stop that. But Dragon talk about the 4 months he's away. JD, when JD took him out, which when they had that match, JD beat him clean. So I don't know why he was so upset. It wasn't like JD cheated, but I guess JD because he really beat him up. Well, Dragon, I'm sorry that you can't keep up with the big JD who took you out. But then Trick calls him out. And by the way, I was looking on the Instagram, and I feel like Dragunov had been picking on Trick. I'm not a fan of that. I think it sucks, but I'm glad Trick called him out. He said he's going to drum him like a mixtape, and he tells Booker T to get popcorn because this is going to be entertaining. Dragunov comes out. As he's coming out, I thought it was hilarious because Trick calls him a raggedy bum. And Dragunov says, like, I'm not really here for the talking and stuff. He said, you do the rhyming and the talking stuff. I do stuff with my fist, just sum it all up. But JD comes out. He has I didn't write it, but I said an eye injury, but I think he said his retina, right? His retina was thank you.
Yes.
No, I totally heard you. Thank you. His retina was out. He's injured and said he should be in jail. And he said months ago, he told him to stay home. And now he's going to beat him up, and he's not going to be able to lift up his son. Son. That was my twin brother, Bate. Big. I like the spelling. It's still the same.
I love it. Duality.
We got someone in the comment. What we got is not even a pay-per-view. It's just going to be a special event. NXT is it's definitely going to be the Stand and Deliver is going to be the PLE. But he talks about his he's not going to be able to hold his son. Trick attacks him, so they're going to set up a match for next week. The crowd, I know you was not a fan of the crowd, but they said whoop that. They had to whoop that Trick chant. So I thought that was great. So we're going to get to the main event, but did you want to add anything to this? You're muted. You are so muted.
Listen, the New York streets are loud. I'm trying to be respectful. So my thoughts is Trick did a lot of talking for somebody that got dropped pretty quick. Did you see the reflex from Dragunov though?
That was pretty badass.
Woo!
I agree.
He's so
Yeah,
good.
because Trick punched him, and then he did like this jumping kick or something like that. It was really good.
Yeah, it was very good. I don't know if Trick thinks that Carmelo's swiftness in the ring kind of transfers over through friendship, but it doesn't. So Trick, you're getting beat up next week, like badly.
Wow.
And I hope you at least get a hit in. I really do. I actually do want you to get a hit in because I do like you. But I know even Carmelo was trying to like tell him subtly, like, he's a little different. And Trick was just not getting it. It wasn't clicking for him. He's gonna find out next week though. Don't worry. I love when he was like, they ain't tell you my hands hurt, huh? Like, Trick, be quiet. Stop. Like, I can't with him. He is so funny. But I think this will be a great match and test for Trick because he's still in that learning process, and Dragunov is a beast. So I'm excited for Trick for this match.
And Dragunov loved pain too, because I think who took him down? Oh no, Trick got him down, and then he got up and he started like super powering up in the Super Saiyan form or something like that. It was ridiculous.
And JD dropped him.
Yeah, JD dropped him.
No, I said JD's just awesome. That's it. Like, he is just so good on the mics. Just so he.
You mentioned you was mentioning something, and I mean it was a fair point. You was talking about Trick. He's talking a lot for someone who's gonna get beat up. But I was gonna sit here and say he was talking because Dragunov. What was Dragunov gonna say?
He was gonna yell. What do you mean? That man's always yelling. It scares me.
I'm not a fan of when people yell. But let's get into this. Let's get into the main event. We have Kayden Katana Chance against Roxanne Perez. I don't know why I almost said a whole nother name. And Meiko. I thought this match was good. The baby faces were gonna win. Katana and Kayden can't fool me. They cosplay as baby faces, but they're not. There's definitely a heel turn, which make me wonder when they turn exactly. I saw that earlier, and I was like, yes, that is, yeah.
I love this. This is a projector. It's like so beautiful.
It is. It is fancy. It's like she's floating in the galaxy. just chilling in the galaxy. They what we had Kayden and Katana. I mean, they're the actual tag team. So they had the offense at first. They're getting they are taking advantage of Roxanne. They're beating her up. Then when Meiko gets in, Meiko, does a lot. I did like this callback. I didn't write a whole lot of moves that happened in this match, but I did like the callback about Meiko and Kayden when they were in the Mae Young Classic. Because I do remember that. I think it was the second one, right? Because I don't know if she was in both. I don't know if Meiko was in both. But they did have a good showing. So I did like that callback. They mentioned about that. Instead of acting like it didn't exist. Like I said, Roxanne's taking a beating. And then Meiko gets in. She starts kicking ass. Ass juice flying all over the place. And I mean, the babyface get the win. Roxanne hits the pop rock. I didn't see who she got it on, but she gets the win.
I think it was Kayden. Kayden because Meiko had hit a Pele kick right before. I could be wrong.
No, you're right. No, that was a good call. Thank you for that. Because she did. I heard them say, because as I was getting ready, I was moving around a little bit, and I did hear a Pele. She had a Pele kick. So we're gonna get them after the match. Meiko says, I did a favor for you. Now I want a favor. I did a favor for you. Now I want a favor. I want to shut out that NXT Women's Championship. Yeah, we are going to be watching Elimination Chamber. We won't be no live or anything like that, but yeah, we'll be watching it. Matter of fact, we're going to do some plugs about that later. Do you see Katana? Yeah, I do. I believe when they went in the locker room and they said sorry, she was beating the hell out of him. Matter of fact, you mentioned a match last week, right? You said Asuka against her. I never watched it, but I wanted to be sure that was the match you recommended. I do want to check that out. When you said that, I was like, oh, that's so cool. Talking about H-Man. Because you recommended that in the chat last week. But
Good.
but you but yeah, I do see Katana. Oh my god. Yeah, Katana turning heel. Katana and Kayden turning heel. I do see that. What about you, Kat?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they've been on that road forever with their rude taunting backstage, popping up when people are at their worst. They'll pop up on somebody when they're literally in the worst mood and just start talking about we're the longest reigning NXT Women's Champions. Every time. It was a long time coming, honestly. It was a long time coming. I'm interested to see how they operate, um, and where that gets them as well. But only time will tell. Meiko definitely beat on them like they stole something from them.
Oh yeah, she was wrecking them. I mean, she was doing Miko things. She was kicking all kinds of ass. She did. She did. I mean, it was great to see her. The final boss. I mean, it's a hell of a name. But there she said she wanted a shot. Roxanne, the pleasant young lady that she is, said that it would be an honor. Uh, and it looked like they're going to have a match at Roadblock. So, yep, I did recommend that. And there's a mixed tag match with Miko, and I cannot pronounce it. Oh, Sanuki. I can't say the name. You guys know. So somewhere. I think I saw that match, and he was beating the hell out of Oscar. I
You
think
talking about
that's
Minoru Suzuki?
Suzuki. There we go. Suzuki. There we go. Thank you. See, that's good stuff. So that was pretty much NXT. But why don't we? Because we went longer than we expected. But you want to do the? We talk about the match, the rundown for next week.
Yes.
So
Yes.
okay. So do we get the music going? We got to get the music going, right? Ooh, we're switching it up. All right, Captain. Hey, you guys, thank you for watching our Poppy, the NXT edition. We're going to be back next week. BadGuy Jack, Jay Sawyer, Captain, what do we got going on? Let's start with this.
Did you put something?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, hold on, wait. Let's start with this. I'm sorry.
Okay. We have Jacy Jane versus the locker room leader, Indy Hartwell. How will this go? I'm thinking Jacy is on a road of victory right now after her huge turn on Gigi. So I'm seeing Jacy. What do you say?
I gotta say, I agree with you, Captain. I believe Jacy Jane right now is the person that you gotta go with. Indy Hartwell is just gonna learn that things don't always go her way. We have the next thing up.
Yes, we have a trick that's going to get whooped next week by Ilya Dragunov. It's Ilya Dragunov versus Trick Williams. Dragunov's winning. Sorry.
I think Dragunov picked the wrong month to do this. I'm not a fan of it, but I hope Trick proves everyone wrong. I believe that, even though I believe Dragunov's going to win, I sit here and say Williams have a trick up his sleeve. That was good, thank you.
We have the NXT Champion Bron Breakker, destined for greatness, versus Jinder Mahal. Hater! I like that scarf though, like I really do. But Bron Breakker is obviously winning because we have to see the match with Braun at Stand and Deliver against him. So, yeah, Braun.
Come on, like, really, guys, come on. You kidding me? Bron Breakker is going to become a pit bull that day and take out Jinder Mahal. Listen, he called himself the Maharaj, and I sit here and say, ha ha ha. Bad guy 823 says, get out of my face, Ginger. This is Braun's night. You're not going to Stand and Deliver. You're just going to be sit, and hopefully someone does deliver. Thank you. I was going to say, I was the music.
Oh my goodness.
We got you guys in the chat are awesome. But you know what? We went on longer. We thank you guys for being with us and tuning in with us. So let's do some plugs real quick and then call it a night. Let me go to these things. I refuse to plug this guy because he didn't give me a thank you. So, but you do it because you do such a great job. Go ahead, Captain. What do we got here on Mondays?
We have Perfect Plex Talk Radio with Mike Knox. That's 3X's, and this is for the intelligent wrestling fan. It's at 6 p.m. every Monday, and he's talking about all the current events going on with wrestling. So definitely tune in.
And while I'm really mad at Mike Noxie, you give him a watch. He's great. He's tremendous, and yeah, he go support him because he has a thing called the Noxus. On Tuesday, what is going on here? I mean, oh my god.
That scared me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jump scare. I mean, you guys are here, NXT right after every week. Me and the bad guy. I talk about how great Bron Breakker is, and he denies it because he likes to deny the truth. That's every Tuesday, directly after NXT.
What the hell was that?
That was the truth.
Wow. That was gross. I mean, if you at least threw in the Juventud Guerrero reference, people would appreciate that.
No.
What else we got going on Wednesdays, madam?
We have the All Elite couple for the AEW Dynamite review show directly after the show. I definitely feel like you guys need to tune into this. Definitely a fun, good time.
Yeah, you gotta check them out. On Wednesdays, just before I'll take it from here, Captain. On Wednesdays at 9, Flash. I don't know if you guys know, but Flash he just keeps on running. He doesn't stop. So at Friday, oh my god, I'm lying. I promise I'm not drunk. But on Wednesdays at 9 p.m., catch me, Cedar Superior, and Vic as we talk about Flash. We're gonna do episode 2 this Wednesday. But also on Wednesday. Wednesdays is a busy day. Cap, what goes on Wednesdays with you?
We have sadly the season finale of the challenge. Ride or Dies tomorrow is the last episode for the final.
Oh.
Who is winning? It's going to be at 9:30 directly after the show.
Captain, but you're not done. You might be done for unpopular review during the week, but what else are you doing? Season 30. God, I hope it stops.
Oh my god.
But what are you doing on Thursday? You're busy bee.
Yes, at 5 p.m. I will be doing the Women's Wrestling Army after show with Aisha Lomax. And at 7 p.m. I will be doing another NXT review with the amazing and Cat We Trust. This is both of these are on Women's Wrestling Talk Podcast, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. You hear me?
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah.
All of Staten Island did too. And there's a link to those channels, so please tune in to see what the captain is doing that day. And one more plug, Cap. You've been doing a great job. What do we do on Sunday and then release it on
Mondays, the Big Pop Theory podcast with myself and Bad Guy Jack. We release an episode usually every Monday. It's very unlikely that we don't. It's usually Monday. And we kind of go over everything, which I love. It's so free. It's not like, anything that's kind of locked in a box. Like, we talk about every topic. Of course, it stays very closed in within wrestling. It's always connected in some way to wrestling, but it's not just NXT or Raw or SmackDown. It's so many things, and that's what I love about this podcast. It's very fun, and you guys, you can always send in questions or anything, or if you guys want to, be a guest, we don't mind that either. Let us know.
Yeah, it goes all right. We have a Gmail. It's the Big Pop Theory Podcast at Gmail. So if you want to ask questions or you think there's something that you would like for us to talk about, and like she said, we talk about wrestling. We talk a little bit about everything. We even make references about things that happen in our life that have nothing to do with wrestling. Like the last episode we talked about, I thought it was funny. We talked about the Wii and being smacked by the Wii because damn, those things hurt. Jerry, I remember seeing some of those clips of the recent episode, bro. They were fighting with lightsabers. How did that? Who's fighting with lightsabers? What? Flash? God, I miss so much.
I haven't watched it in so long. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't blame you. It's yeah.
What the thing is, like, I'm obsessed with Green Arrow. I love that show, but then I stopped at some point because I got upset. When people start dying, people I don't want to die, I just start tuning out. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
I really tried to get into Green Arrow, right? So my thing was I miss all those seasons. I tried to get into Arrow season 1, and I get discouraged when I see season 1. They had lifesavers in Flash. Jesus. I get discouraged when it's season 1, and then they have 22 episodes. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and watch all this, and I want to watch everything because I don't want to like miss anything. Matter of fact, shout out to my mother. She's binged through all Flash, all the episodes. She's up to date. She knows what's going on. I stopped at the 3rd season, and suddenly I saw a clip of Flash. And George, no, he's not the greatest. Are you guys gonna watch AEW Revolution on March 5th? I like to go to sleep before 12, so I don't think so. I can't promise you that.
Hak, if you can promise that they'll be done before 11, but you can't promise that. You can't.
No, they can't. Yeah, I mean, even in WWE, when they did the Royal Rumble, and I don't mean to extend the show anymore, but when they did the Royal Rumble and that thing went after 12, I said, there's only 5 matches. What are you doing? I couldn't believe it. Supergirl was my favorite show until they moved it to the... I watched a little bit of Supergirl. Supergirl was fun. It was fun.
I don't know what's wrong with CW, but it's literally in their contract. At some point, they're like, when you hit season 5, we're going to start to obliterate your show. Like, it's going to be bad.
See, at least you say season 5. Black Lightning had 4, and they said, yeah, we're done. Supergirl was my favorite super until they moved to the CW. What are you laughing at?
Because I was reading a comment. Okay? Back off.
And that's the show! Captain, any last words?
My last words is I'm just so disappointed with the NXT crowd this week and their rudeness to someone who comes out every week.
And I mean, folks, where's the lie?
I'm so sick of you. Anyways, yes. Anyways, all I'm saying is Bron Breakker supremacy. That's it.
You know, I usually let you get the last word, and I thought about, because I don't want to take your thunder. That's really your segment. I'll give you the last words, but I have some last words of my own.
Okay.
Guys, if you see a wrestler, don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a jackass. Don't be an ass. I saw the thing with Liv Morgan, and shout out to her because I think she was such a trooper and she was so nice, and she really didn't have to be. Don't be those guys who were just gross, nasty, and it was just a bunch of just gross human beings. So my last words is, don't be a dick. And that's the show. So let's go home, Captain. You said your last words. Let's say goodbye before we go any more with these comments below. Oh, you are. Yeah, there we go. Bye, everyone. Yo, you guys rock in the chat. Thank you for tuning into the NXT show. Me and the Cap say adios. And Juventud Guerrero is the best.